Season 19 is just round the corner, and Apex dropped a bombshell of information for us, so we're gonna need a long video to explain everything, because the new Legend Conduit isn't the only exciting thing coming in Season 19. A bunch of new features and more, including early patch notes, are gonna be revealed, so let me talk you through everything. Obviously, the new Legend Conduit, we already know about her. She has some pretty cool abilities. Her passive gives her a burst of speed to her teammates so she can use her tactical. Her tactical will heal her teammates, and she can heal herself with her drones, and then the ultimate will fire out these Titan batteries that will slow and damage enemies that get caught in its blast. But there's a lot more exciting news than that. Cross progression is coming to Apex, and there's good news because account merging is going to be happening. So you can see this graphic right here shows kind of how cross progression is going to work, and there's certain things that can and can't be merged, but you will be able to merge your accounts. So you'll be able to link different consoles under one EA account, and you will have the option to merge. So things like heirlooms and heirloom shards, along with Apex coins, crafting metals, will be able to merge together under one account, which is really awesome. Being able to use your heirloom that you got on Xbox, let's say, on PC is just great. Now, there are some exceptions that you can see on the EA website, like limited items that are console specific. For example, PS Plus pack items will only stay on your PlayStation, same with Xbox Gold items and Xbox Founders items, and the Path Legendary skin for Nintendo will stay on Nintendo. As for Apex coins, for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, the Apex coins will merge, so they'll all have the same balance, but Nintendo Switch will have their own balance. They'll be exclusive. But don't worry, all your crafting materials, legend tokens, and heirloom shards will all merge across every single platform. So even if you're on Nintendo Switch, your heirloom shards and heirlooms will also merge, which is great. Now, as for stats, apparently stats can't be merged across platforms, so they'll default to your primary profile. So any badges tied to stats from other profiles merged into your EA account might not be available. It says here, ranked leaderboards are going to be locked to each platform, but challenges, prize trackers, and XP will be the same across all platforms. And apparently most first-party platform achievements will be locked by each platform. But there you go, cross progression is here. I honestly didn't think it would come, but it's finally here, and we can merge our accounts. But somehow there's even more wild changes coming. You'll now be able to use holo sprays while skydiving, which I guess is good. It gives a little bit more use to your holo sprays, and I guess it will be funny throwing up some silly holo sprays while skydiving. But that's right, from Season 19 onwards, you'll be able to toss out a holo spray while skydiving using your emote wheel. They're also changing the ranked system. I don't know how well this is going to go down. When I read this, I was kind of shocked. It seems really, really weird, and we will have more info soon. But now they're going to have promotional trials. Basically, once you reach the peak of a rank, you have to complete a set of time-limited skill challenges to earn the promotion. So they're basically saying you have to be a certain skill level to progress. So let's say you get to the top of gold and you want to move into platinum, then you have to complete a platinum skill trial to be able to go into platinum. This seems really odd. I've never really seen a game do this. I don't know how hard these trials will be. It just seems like a really weird system. So it's definitely going to shake up ranked, and who knows, maybe it will be a bit of fun. Stay tuned for more info on that, but that one took me by surprise. Of course, I've got to show off the Storm Point map changes. I'll try and be quick with these because there are a bunch. We do actually get the Watson Town takeover. It's the pylon right where the old antenna was. As you can see, it's this kind of pylon area, and apparently Watson's room is on the top floor, which is home to some particularly interesting details, so I'll be excited to see what's up there. Also, the IMC armories are now destroyed, so you'll no longer be able to complete those. However, apparently they will have pretty high tier loot still inside them, so you can still drop at an IMC armory and see what loot beholds, but you won't be able to complete the challenges where you defeat the specters. We have some more buildings in the Forbidden Zone, the kind of Jurassic Park area. There's just a few more buildings in there. The lightning rod area has been changed. There's a lot less ground, kind of. There's a new POI there, these kind of capacitors in the top. I guess it brings lightning rod a bit closer to the combat. It always seemed really, really far away. And that area at the top was the Zeus station, which is these giant capacitors, and there's also a sneaky sort of tunnel and zip line that can link you to lightning rod, which is pretty cool. Also, the Prowler Island has been changed into the Seto station. Again, looks like it might have some charge towers in there or something. I'm not too sure if these things will actually maybe heal your shields or charge your ult, or if they're just decorative. We also have Gale Station taken over by an Echo HQ. Just looks like a pretty interesting POI. And Shipfall looks like it's been replaced with the Coastal Camp. this POI here. And finally, we have the devastated coast, which is where fish farms obviously was destroyed. We have these hanging buildings, zip lines between them, the giant crane. Looks like a pretty fun area to fight with the different levels of height. And there is the spawn point changes. Honestly, a lot of changes to the map. It's going to be a fun, new, refreshing map. I feel like everything seems a little bit closer together, so hopefully it plays well. But don't you worry, there's even more. It turns out they're changing the respawn system, so if your teammate dies and you respawn them, they'll actually spawn in with more stuff. They'll spawn with the armor level that they died with, which is actually really, really good. Also, any non-crate weapons they died with will still be with them, but they won't have any of the attachments. So let's say you died with a flatline, you'll spawn with a flatline just with none of the attachments, and you'll have 2 stacks of ammo for each weapon that you died with. So respawning your teammates seems like a bit of a safer play, especially if they had a good level of armor. They can drop right in and join you in the fight, which I think is a really good change, and I can't wait to see how it plays through. Now we have some early patch notes. It turns out digi threats are no longer going to be in the crafter. They'll only be exclusive to the floor, so you can no longer craft digi threats, and I assume this is just because there was a big fuss about digi threats and Bangalore smokes. So there we go, they're no longer going to be in the crafter, so you'll probably see a lot less of them. Now a bunch of weapon changes are taking place. The snipers are getting larger projectile size, allowing for easier use. The bow has been tweaked a bit, its fire rate is a lot faster, and the shatter cap spread is now tighter, maybe to make some more people take it, since the limited ammo is quite annoying. The 30-30 repeater is coming back to the ground, and the hip fire is being nerfed, and it's getting a lower fire rate. The hemlock is getting a nerf, a damage reduction from 22 to 21, and the wingman is going into the care package, and the L-star is coming out. The wingman will have better damage, it will come with a digi threat, and the boosted loader, and the skull piercer, so it's going to do a lot of damage. And the Volt and R301 are going into the crafter. Seeing the R301 in the crafter, obviously a lot of people use the Nemesis these days, but the R301 in the crafter will definitely shake things up. Now we have the legend changes, the buffs and nerfs. We have Catalyst. Her piercing spikes will no longer block projectiles, and the throw range has been nerfed quite a lot. The limit of these spikes has also been reduced from 3 to 2, so you can only have 2 out at once. Her ultimate time's also been reduced by 5 seconds, so the wall won't last as long, and overall the tactical will just feel slower, it will feel more sluggish, but obviously Catalyst probably did need a nerf. Bangalore has some small nerfs around all her abilities. The passive speed boost duration has been reduced, the smoke lifetime has been reduced, and her ultimate stun effect has been nerfed, so it doesn't stun you as long. So Bangalore really did take a hit. We also have Wraith's passive, Voices of the Void, is apparently more reliable now. We don't really have too much info on it now, but it should work a little bit better. Pathfinder can also now scan care packages even after Legend has already scanned them, so a nice little buff for Pathy. If your teammate already scans the care package, you would no longer be able to scan it and get your ultimate upgrade, so now you can do that. Big dub for Pathfinder. Revenant's ultimate is apparently getting a big nerf. The extra time added after getting a kill with your ult is apparently being reduced significantly. Vantage gets a slight buff. Her ultimate now contains 6 bullets instead of 5, and Newcastle's ultimate decreases how long it takes to land and set up the shield, and apparently you can jump higher, which might mean further, so Newcastle's ult has been buffed. We also know the ranked rewards are going to be banner frames, and this is what they look like. You can see a Diamond, Masters, and Apex Pred banner frames, so that's something new, since Skydive Trails are now being sold. And we also have the brand new Reactive Rampage skin in the Season 19 Battle Pass. So there you go, a bunch of changes in Season 19 that I honestly didn't see coming. Let me know what you thought. This was a pretty long video, but it was full of a bunch of awesome changes. Let me know what you like and dislike about these changes. Season 19 looks like it's going to be full of a bunch of awesome content, and I think these changes will shake up the game enough to really make it feel fresh. So in my opinion, Season 19 is a huge W, and I can't wait to try it out. So let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe while you're down there.